What is the single most important question that you can ask your customer, or for that matter, your conversational partner? I would argue, if I may, that the single most important question that you can ask them is, in fact, whatever the next question is that you ask them. What do I mean by that? Well, when you ask someone a question, or you're just engaged in a conversation and they're providing information, the critical moment comes when you ask a question and whether or not that question that you ask demonstrates whether or not you've been listening to everything that they've said up to that point. Now, I think this point is especially important in sales. And by the way, it's also important in things like podcasting and panel presentations, other things like that, where we have this tendency to come to the conversation with a list of questions that we want to ask, or maybe in sales, more likely a list of information that we want to gather. So we have that sort of list in our head, either from a coaching conversation with our manager, from a set of fields in a CRM system that need to be filled out, or from a training program that we've just gone through. But one way or another, we come to that conversation with a set of questions, and our goal is to get as much information, get as many answers to those questions as we possibly can. But I think here's a really interesting thing to think about. What if our opportunity, what if our power in a conversation with a customer isn't our ability to ask a question, or even isn't our ability to gather information? But what if our superpower is our ability to make a connection? And more specifically, a human connection. And that's why I think this point is so important, although it seems kind of obvious maybe, doesn't it? But nonetheless, we all, I'm raising my hand on this one, tend to fail at this sometimes, which is the single most important question we can ask our customer is the next question, because that provides us in that moment an opportunity. It's an opportunity to demonstrate that we're listening. It's an opportunity to demonstrate that we've not only heard what they've said, but that we've processed what they said. Maybe not that we've understood it even, but that we actually have a follow-on question, or we're gathering more information. But what it really is evidence of engagement. It's evidence of respect. It's evidence that we care for them as a partner in this conversation, that we are seeking to co-create or collaboratively construct meaning. And I think that's a really powerful way to think about the conversations we engage in with our customers, is rather than as a means to gather information, it's really a powerful means to create a connection. So think about that next question before you ask it next time.